to. Hey, everybody, and happy Black History Month. It's your girl, Lady A, the real Lady A. And I want to welcome you to Lady A's Moments in Black History, Food for the Souls. I am bringing local, national, recording blues, soul, R&B, and gospel artists all this month for you. Different artists that we're just going to have a moment in Black history with them, just a 15-minute little talk with them. Find out what music means for them, how it feeds their soul, and hopefully yours too. Today, my amazing guest is R&B queen of everything in between. That's what I call her. I've named her that. She is from Chicago, but Seattle claims her because she's been here long enough. All right, Miss Josephine Howell. Hey, sis, how you doing?
Hey, sis, I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am blessed, blessed, blessed. You know, it's just good to be here. Before we get into it, I want to let folks know that we will have Josephine's PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App will be along the screen. And this is Lady A Productions' way of giving back. So don't think that I'm not giving, because I'm giving to every artist that I will be having. This is just our way of giving back and showing appreciation for our musical artists in this time of COVID, and just because we love them. So, Josie.
Hello.
I'm glad to have you here, sis.
I'm glad to.
I want to talk. We don't want to take a lot of time, but we want to talk about Black history moments. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions first, and then we'll divert off into that. But can you tell me when you first knew that singing was a part of your life?
I first knew singing was a part of my life when I was very young. So since I can go back to 5 years old, I'll say 5 years old.
Okay, yeah.
And I like to tell people that I was never introduced to music. It was always around me.
Right.
So it was a part of my life, like my mom and my sisters and my breath. Music has always been.
Music was always playing, right.
Oh, somebody was humming, somebody was singing, music was playing, or we was at church, one or the other.
Do you remember the first song your mother ever sang to you?
To me? Actually, I don't, but I remember her humming. I do remember this song. She sang a song called Take Me Back when we was in church.
Yes.
And she sang it. I had no idea what that song meant. I mean, I heard the words, but I didn't know what it meant. Right. But when she sang it, I connected to where she was at. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but even though I didn't know the story, I knew there was a story to it.
Felt it.
Yeah.
You felt it. That's particularly why Dexter was the one who decided. Dexter Allen, for those that don't know, is our Mississippi producer.
And, that's my brother.
Yes, our brother. He'll be on this month too, so be looking for him. But we were talking about it. We were having a Lady 18 meeting, and we had decided, John said, well, it should be Moments in Black History, Lady 8 presents. And we went round and round with these things. And Dexter was the one that said food for the souls, because music feeds our souls.
Most definitely.
No matter what situation we may be in, there are some lyrics to a song that's going to get you through. So when you talk about Take Me Back, okay? When you talk about Take Me Back, I remember that song because we used to sing that song in church. Take Me Back. And your mother she had a story, and that's why you felt it. You don't have to always know what the story is, but you sure can feel it sometimes.
I knew it was more than words. How about that?
There you go. Can you sing just a little bit of it?
Yeah. Take me back. Take me back, dear Lord, to the place where I first received you. Oh Lord, take me back. Take me back, dear Lord, where I
there you go.
First believed.
And there it is right there. Exactly. There it is right there. That means something to each and every one of us who's ever sung that song in church. There's a story behind that. So when we first believe, So thank you for sharing that with us, sis.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
Now, my next question
Yeah.
is a little bit about you. Tell me the last project that you worked on, your CD that I absolutely love and play.
Thank you.
Fever is my favorite song to hear you sing. and, and, and all blues. All blues. So when you put that, and I know, I know you personally, but for people who are just meeting Josephine Howell for the first time, you've never met, if you're meeting her for the next first time, please go to josephinehowell.com. Am I correct?
Yes.
josephinehowell.com. Find out a little bit more about the artist. You should always go to their website, their webpage, look at their biography, look at their discography, and read about them. Lyrics are important to me. I remember when I used to sing, Josie knows. Them days where it take me back, I won't go that far back. Everything is a part of our history, and I know that for me, lyrics are important. How important are lyrics to you?
Lyrics are very important.
Yeah.
They put together one word coupled with another word puts together a full thought. And you keep doing that until you have a rhythm that gives you a story that if you pay attention long enough, you can visualize it. And not only that, you will be able to tell the story to someone else. That's why it's important that words, because the power of life and death is in your tongue. So I always tell people, when you come before people and they are coming to hear you sing, right? They are opening up themselves to you. Right. You are responsible for what you put inside of them.
Exactly.
And so your words can bring life, or they can bring death. They can bring joy, or they can bring fear. They can bring strength, or they can break somebody down. Careful what you use. Careful what you say.
Right. And when we're young, we listen to certain things. We sing certain things. I sung songs that I really didn't know the meaning behind them. I just sang it because it was the fad for the day. You know what I mean? But as I've gotten older and seasoned, we're gonna say seasoned.
Come on,
let's say seasoned.
Because I like seasoned. Yes.
We're gonna use that from now. As we've gotten seasoned, I am very particular about the lyrics that I sing. The lyrics that I write, when I put songs out. When I consider both you and I storytellers. When I go to a Josephine Howell show, I'm going to be entertained, and it's nice to get out and have some dinner and listen to you. But I know that you're going to tell me a story, and I'm going to come out feeling some type of way.
Come on, you better go out better than when you came in.
Exactly.
Getting paid.
That is your motto, and I love how you engage your audience. Tell me a little bit about when you are engaging your audience. You have a diverse audience.
Yes.
Like I do. You have a very diverse audience. It's
diverse.
Not all Black. It's not all white. It's not all blues. I love that song.
It's very diverse. Yeah.
It's very diverse. So, and you go around and you shake people's hands, because you inspired me to have a song written for me called "Glad to Know You," and it's on my CD. And I wrote it because I too love to hug my audience, and you make sure you walk away and hug every single person. Yeah. Where did that come from? When did that start for you?
So I've always been a touchy-feely person, right? However, I really doing this, and I won't call it a business, because for me, it's like you, it's a ministry that has business aspects. So in doing this, I realized that I have sang to empty chairs before. Yeah. But I'd much rather sing to people. And I only know one person that let me sing to empty chairs for a long time. And that was Mr. Ron McGowan. Yes. It could be empty in there, but he kept us going, right?
Right. But shout out to Ron McGowan.
Shout out to Ron McGowan. I love that man. Best boss and an amazing friend. Yeah. However, if the people weren't there, you would be singing to empty chairs, but only for a little while. Because as much as somebody love you, they're going to have to get rid of you, because you ain't bringing in no revenue.
True.
And it's a blessing, a privilege, and honor. And I believe in the power of the touch. So if you couldn't get it from my words, from my eyes, from my expression, I need to lay my hands upon.
There you go.
And that's important, because even if you got that bad stuff on you, me laying on my hands on it, when I lay my hands on you, I see your face. So if I get that feeling like run when I lay my hands on you, then I remember to keep your face ever present in me, so that when I speak about that person that I touch, that I can help speak life to me. It's more than just thank you for coming.
Right. I think it's important that we, when we have thousands of people in front of us, it's harder. I love that. It's hard. And believe me, I have walked an entire stage at Muckleshoot, and when I was through, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm not doing that no more."
Yes, I have done that. I've done that at Muckleshoot, and I did that at the last concert. And I looked back at the band, and they was like, "You did a record on this song. This is the longest."
When you did Town Hall, that was the most. I said, "Oh, she gonna be tired when she gets through doing this."
But I turned around and told
there was
the band,
about 1,000 people in there.
Yeah, this might be long, but hey, we gonna do this. And it was like,
but it inspires people and it encourages people.
I hope so.
We as artists are responsible for the people that come and see us. That we, like you said, our lyrics we're responsible for what comes out of our mouth. And sometimes that's a heavy burden, but at the same time, what joy we can bring to people. And somebody walks in feeling one way and walks out feeling another way. I don't care if just one person walks up to me and says, "That song you sang touched my heart." I don't care. In a room full of people, one. That's all we can ask for.
Because truth be told, Lady A, to whom much is given, much is required.
Ooh, Lord, I'm learning. I'm trying, Lord. I'm trying.
And it's a big task before you, but it only becomes heavy when you don't do it. How about that?
There you go.
Because when you do it, you're letting go of stuff. When you don't do it, it's going to weigh on you until you do it.
Right.
Yeah. And I know you know that.
Yeah, but that's a story for another time.
We ain't going to tell all our business right
That's
here.
Right. That's right. We're not going to air all our laundry. It's Black History Month. And do you have a Black History story or a moment that you'd like to share with the audience in however you want to do it? I'm going to say this. With everything that's going on in the world today, with our government, with behaviors, because I believe that behavior, we all have a choice. We can change our behavior. We really can. With everything that's going on, people call for unity. And I'm all for unity. I'm for unity. But in unity, unless there is accountability, you are doomed to repeat the same actions over and over. So we need to be accountable, each one of us, for ourselves and for our brothers and sisters. So how does Black History, how does that play into you, for you?
I'll throw this out really quickly and I'll connect it with what I'm about to say. I always like to help people understand that I am a human being and so are you. And the hue and my traditions and all that comes from that culture that I was raised in, that is so rich and so beautiful, that we can have one hue that is high yellow and another hue that is juju bean black. Then we can have another one that has that olive color to it. But we are all in this one race, which is the human race. And I remember my son was going to school and he had to do a history report, and it had to be on a hero. So he was going through all this and looking up, and he just couldn't kind of figure it out. And I said, "Hey, you ain't got to look through all that. You got a hero. Let me tell you about your great-great-grandmother." Her name was Elizabeth Bowles, and I told him about it. You know, he wrote some stuff about it. He took it to school and he got a incomplete, a F. You know, and back in that day, I wasn't as well versed.
Okay.
I didn't choose to use my words.
Constructively?
I would flower them with other things, like lots of big adjectives that.
Oh my.
Yeah, and so I was telling him, no, you ain't changing that paper. And then I had a conversation with the teacher. And after I had the conversation with the teacher, I had the conversation with the teacher and the principal. But I told them this. Let me tell you this right now. He ain't never got to go outside of his family to find no heroes. Because my great-grandmother came from Louisiana, could barely read and write, own businesses, put property up there, and went back and got all 9 of her brothers and sisters and brought them up to Chicago, had prime property. She had a lawyer that was Jewish. She had land, and she had enough that everybody that came from Louisiana came and stayed at her house. And then her brother, she had built all the different houses. He ain't never got to find no hero in no book. And because you say that that's not his hero, you can keep that F and everything else, because he ain't changing his story. The fact that he never got an A for it, he did the research. The fact that he never, it was never recognizable. Check this out. Let me throw this out to him. If nobody ever recognizes you, you still somebody.
There you go.
And you don't need somebody else to
validate you. Look, exactly.
I heard tell when I was born.
Right.
I got the applause already because I was created. I'm designed. I got purpose in mind. And when I latched home to my purpose, the whole heaven sang. So I don't need you and nobody else to cheer me on. Just thought I'd present.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Black History moment from Miss Josephine. Josie, we have about a minute and a half left.
Yeah.
And you know I have to hear you sing.
Okay.
Whatever you want to sing on your heart that will inspire, encourage our young people, encourage our seniors, and help all our allies and BIPOC folks during this Black History Month.
This is crazy, but this is my song.
There you go.
It's so nice to see all the friends. It's so nice to see all the ones you love together, sitting talking about, yeah, all the things that's been going down. It's been a long, long time since we had a chance to get together. Who knows the next time we see each other? It could be years and years from now, a family reunion. Have a family reunion. Oh, a family reunion. It's so nice to come together, get together. We need a family reunion. We have been separated too long, and we need to get together. And family ain't always those ones that's blood.
That's right. That's right. Because she my family, whether she like it or not.
She's my family, whether she like it. They already call her auntie, so.
I know. You know what, Josie? I love you. You know I love you. Josephine Howell is an amazing vocalist, producer, songwriter, storyteller, minister, evangelist, prayer partner, bestie, my sister, and I love you. Thank you for being here today. Happy Black History Month to each and every one of you, to you, my sister. We will have a family reunion soon. In the meantime, we're going to stay safe. We're going to continue to pray for one another. And I thank each of you for being here today. Thank you, Josie. Don't forget. I love you too. Don't forget, y'all. Donate to Josephine Howell. All the donations go to her. I will be donating also. And one of my band members This is a way to give back during Black History Month. Kwanzaa principle, community. I love y'all. Bye-bye.
Love you. Thank you.